Whity. It was the end of winter. Sara and John were on the playground. It was getting darker. The children wanted to go home when they heard a strange sound. "Help! Please, help!" They could not see anybody. John looked around. There was a little creature stuck under the bench. His head, body, arms, and legs were all made of snow. He was wearing a red and white hat, red mittens, and a red scarf. "Pull me out! I am stuck! Oh, my leg!" The little snowman was a bit nervous. "Don't stare at me! Help! My name's Whity! Please help!" Sara and John helped Whity and put him on the bench. They became friends at once. The little snowman spoke very good English, but his native language was Snowish. It was the language of snowmen. He taught the children some words in his language. Hello in Snowish is swoo. Goodbye is gwoo. The children repeated the words after Whity. Sara and John liked their new friend very much and wanted to take him home. Whity liked the idea as he enjoyed new places. In the elevator, Whity felt unwell. There were many people and it was very hot there. He had a strange headache. He closed his eyes and didn't speak anymore. He looked awful. "Look at him. I think he needs our help." "Maybe we should call the doctor," whispered Sara. "No, we will not tell anybody about Whity. I have a better idea," answered John. The children ran into the kitchen and put Whity into the freezer. They didn't say anything to their parents. Sara was very upset. "John, let's check if Whity is okay. I'm so nervous. What if he doesn't feel better? Oh no!" Sara wanted to cry. When Sara opened the freezer, she was really surprised. Whity was safe and sound. He was smiling. Whity made a beautiful room using frozen vegetables. "Look, here's my broccoli sofa, and this is my coffee table. Well, actually, a meat table." "Whity, dear, you're all right? I'm so happy. Do you like it here?" asked Sara. "That's the most fantastic apartment I have ever had. I'm ready to stay here forever," said Whity. The children were jumping and singing. Their new friend was healthy, and he built an amazing flat for himself in a freezer. It was evening, and the children's father was hungry. He came to the kitchen to find something to eat. The children didn't want him to see Whity, so they stood near the fridge. "Dad, surprise! We are cooking tonight. Wait in the living room, please." "This is strange." "Yeah, very strange." "Okay, I will watch the football match then." "Honey, do you know that our children are so grown up that they can cook themselves?" Sara and John never cooked before. "Should we fry some eggs?" asked John. I think sandwiches will be better. I can make them, answered Sara. Let's check the internet. The children made some tasty sandwiches for their father and even washed the dishes. They did not like housework, but they did not want their parents to come to the kitchen. The father was very proud of his son and daughter. Whity was safe. Next day, the children's granny came to their home. She brought 2 big bags of groceries. There was frozen food too. We need to take Whity out of the freezer and hide him on the balcony because, thought Sara. But the granny was faster. She took off her coat and quickly went to the kitchen. There she opened the door of the freezer and said, "Oh, what a mess! Where can I put this fish?" The granny pushed the fish into the freezer. It was not easy, but she was a strong woman. Then she went to the living room to watch TV. Her favorite program was on. What about Whity? Where was he? Did Granny see him? Poor Whity was standing behind the ice cream box. His flat was ruined now because the fish was big and heavy. The snowman was very scared. John took Whity out of the freezer and carefully brought him to the balcony. "Everything's fine. Please, don't worry," said John. "Listen, Whity, you can't stay in a freezer because our parents and Granny may see you. Do you want to live on the balcony?" Whity listened to his friend very attentively and did not say a word. He looked around, smelled the air, looked up and down twice, and shouted, "Yes!" Whity liked the balcony more than the freezer. It was bright and spacious. There were many interesting things, so he built a new home for himself. He even made a swing from an old clock and a slide from skis. He had so many great ideas. Sara and John played with Whity every day. They learned new snowish words, sang songs, read comics, and watched figure skating on their tablet. But there was one serious problem. A very serious problem. Spring was coming. It was getting warmer and warmer. The children were worried about Whity. "Where do you usually live in the summer?" "You need cold," said Sara. "Well, it's different every year. I usually live in fridges, in supermarkets or restaurant kitchens. However, I love ice cream shops the most," explained Whity. The weather was very warm and the snow was melting fast. It was time to go. Sara and John prepared their portable freezer. First they put some ice cubes on the bottom, then they put Whity inside. He enjoyed the cold very much. After Whity sat down comfortably, they left for a cafe. After they found a nice cafe, they secretly put Whity in the ice cream freezer. "This will be your new home," said Sara. It was freezing cold there, -18 degrees Celsius. The children came to visit Whity very often. He was happy and funny as usual. Once, Sara noticed 3 little snowmen inside the ice cream freezer. Whity was not alone. He was there with friends. The end. Next time when you are in a cafe or a supermarket buying ice cream, keep your eyes open. If you are lucky, you may see little snowmen there.